your child is precious. That's you again all over, you know. Yeah, so that's all I could say, yeah.
Just have fun playing. Play, fun, love. That's all. Well, you say love, that's all.
I guess the purpose is to highlight the good things fathers are doing in the community. I feel like there's not enough resources out there that has local faces. There's blokes that struggle, but if you're seeing like a bloke that's sharing, it can have that rub-off effect. Like, oh well, it's okay to talk about this stuff now. It's as uncomfortable and as vulnerable you may feel. It's healing, and it can have a ripple effect, down the line in your family. So. My name's Lewis. I'm a father of two. I grew up with a single father, so that's a passion of mine because of my own upbringing, and also having children of my own, and seeing the importance of having both parents involved and being, both strong in bringing up your children. That's where the passion I feel comes from. So my upbringing and seeing my father, go through a lot of hardship, but stay strong in it all as well, and be an amazing father and supporting our children, but also being a father as well myself, and looking at how my father handled it, and wanting to do that for my children as well. I feel there's more of an attachment for fathers with their children that go through that whole experience. I've spoken to an uncle who mentioned that he wasn't there for his first child when she was born, and then compared to his second child, there was an automatic difference he felt, being involved and not being involved.
Went to all the classes. Yeah, met a lot of good people in the classes, shared stories of how we met and things like that, and how we got together.
Made sure I went to every appointment, or wanted to be a part of it all, so as much as I could, but...
Do you feel that's normal, no?
Not really. I don't know, like it should be normal, but not for, Indigenous blokes here.
Yeah, men are more involved in a lot of women's stuff these days, and that brings us blokes because we're cultural, people out here. But it's good to have the men and women together doing things like that, yeah.
Whenever someone goes through something, for the first time, you need to draw on people, you need to, have solid, people in your life that you can look at, and especially, if you have a question, go to and ask them if you're unsure.
Yeah, well, my uncle, when I was little, I looked up to him a lot and how he grew me up and grew up out bush,
So what were the things you looked up to?
I looked up to him. He's my uncle. He looked after a lot of his sister's kids and, all his nephews and his son's kids.
I looked up to everyone, like father, uncle, cousin.
Probably just my dad, just from my personal experiences, And when I was younger, it was always good to hang out with my dad. He even still is, So just wanted to be like him.
What were the attributes you saw in your father that you aspired to?
Oh, just fun and loving, and always trying to get the best out of you. So I thought I want to be like that.
Definitely my dad. Always from a young age, and my brother Matt is as well. So especially seeing him become a father. Two very good role models right there for me.
Definitely, my partner Alex was a massive influence on me, and she kind of could tell when I was going off the rails a bit, and wanted me to change for the better of Matilda's sake, but my mum as well, she was there. My dad's always been a pretty positive role model, but I don't know whether I would talk to him about it as much. It was mostly coming from my missus, because she was living with it every day.
I feel, it's a big change having a new member in your life. You're dealing with yourself You know, and you're looking after yourself, you're looking after your relationship, and now you're looking after your family. And you know, there's a balance between the three. And I think young fathers, especially new fathers, it's a learning curve, and knowing how to balance that, you know, in your life, because each are important. You know, your family's important, but to look after your family, you need to look after yourself, and you need to look after your relationship with your partner as well.
You got to do all the stuff that bloke doesn't like doing. So you got to do the washing. You got to make sure they get ready for school. Make sure you give them the best start in life. You know, that's what I look at. Even though I live in a town camp, but I'm all about giving my kids that head start in life. So yeah, women do a lot, but I know where they come from now. So as a single father, I know why they say things to their partners, and yeah, it is hard. It's not easy. Yeah.
So talk about what you've done and the changes you've made in your life.
Well, I was drinking before, but when I had my second son, Thompson, that's like just leave work.
And why did you leave grub?
Too much problem, and don't want to be around bad role model.
I think a lot of men think they have to sacrifice their normal enjoyment levels and things they do as a man themselves to become a father. But once they get to understand becoming a father is more enjoyable than what they were doing before, the rest doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't cost me anything to be a father, but the rewards are priceless when it comes to those sorts of comebacks for me, for my children.
I've seen, you know, people that I grew up with, you know, take drugs or drink a fair bit, and if you can sort of break that, if you can sort of break that cycle, then, you know, even if it's a bit harder for you, then your kids will find it a lot easier. So.
Yeah, you don't want to be like if there was a bad version of someone that was a parent in your life, you don't want to be that to your own kids, because you understand how that made you felt as that child of that parent, sort of thing.
It's good to talk about positives. I don't feel there's enough positives mentioned. I do feel, you know, that men do. You know, there are a lot of social issues, and you know, but there are a lot of good men out there as well that are doing a lot of positive, and it's good to recognise them men and share their story, you know, and definitely celebrate it, you know, and because I feel it doesn't happen enough. So, what is your favourite thing about being a father?
Probably picking my son up from childcare every day. So it's always good to pick him up when he runs up to you and gives you a hug. So
my favourite thing, being a father, waking up to see my kids happy every day, and I'm giving them my love, you know. That's the best thing I could do, just give them my love and see them every day. And right now, I've got a job working with the school, so the kids go to school as well, so that to me is giving me the kids' head start in life, so yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like you remember things, and even when your kids running amok or being cheeky or something like that, it's still kind of funny, and it's still kind of enjoyable to see. Yeah, even though they're just like deliberately being cheeky, it's like you know that they're being rude, but that they're just doing that to, you know, test the boundaries or try to make you laugh and stuff like that.
There's definitely a lot of classes out there, but there's not enough men that are involved in them. Through my job, I was involved in programs, you know, that did that. But yeah, there was always a lack of fathers in them. But yeah, having men's groups, it's important, because I guess it's men talking to other men, you know, and probably don't feel comfortable in talking in a space of women, you know, and can relate to each other. And there's blokes that, you know, struggle, but if you're seeing a bloke that's sharing, it can have that rub-off effect, oh, well, you know, it's okay to talk about this stuff now, you know. It's as uncomfortable and as vulnerable you may feel, it's healing, you know, and it supports each other, and that's like a knock-on effect. So if you're open about these things, you know, is that something you want to teach your children? and then it can have a ripple effect, you know, down the line in your family. So
Don't shy away from anything. Just give it a go, because like my son's 1 now and it's gone in the blink of an eye. So it goes like that. So you don't want to miss anything. So just give it all you got, and no matter what you do, you're not doing it wrong. So it's always going to be right. So.
Just be calm, you know, like it started something different. Like, don't feel left out from your family. If you're doing your own thing for your kids, that's the best thing you could give for your kids, you know, just to look after them and make sure they're right. And yeah, and don't be nervous, just go ahead and keep doing what you got to do. So
I'll just say to them, just stop whatever you're doing, like maybe drinking, smoking.
Just like roll with it and do whatever you can to support your partner and support your child, and also like support yourself. Like lean on people. If you have people there that have been through a similar experience, lean on them.
Just enjoy it. You know, it goes so quick. Feels like just yesterday my daughter was born, and she's 4 now. So
It doesn't matter what kind of car you got. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter, you know. They're still your kids. They look up to you. They love you. What you think you might have to be through their eyes, nah. Just be yourself. Be happy being yourself, and they'll be happy to be with you.